Good morning student, I am Purnima and I welcome you to the class, and today I am going to teach you The Voice of the Rain, the poem written by Walt Whitman. So it is written by Walt White. Okay, it is written by Walt Whitman. So the children, the poem The Voice of the Rain is a celebration song of the rain. First of all, it is starting in a dialogue form. Okay, there is a conversation between the rain and the poet. Okay, and the poem The Voice of the Rain is a celebration song of the rain. The poet Walt Whitman has very beautifully brought forth the importance of rain. He has personified rain. The rain itself is explaining to the reader about its origin, work and other detail. The poem presents the cyclic movement of the rain. So children, in the very beginning the poet asks the rain that who art thou, that means who are you, and the rain, children, she start to answer his question, okay, which the poet he begin to translate, and the rain begin by telling the poet that it is the poem of the earth. So the poem, when the rain answers the poet that she is the poem of the earth. So in a very beautiful manner, in the old English style, children, that means children, the poem asks the rain, and who art thou? Who art thou? This is the English, children. Who art thou? So here the rain is telling, the poet is asking the rain that who are you? And beautifully the rain replied to him that she is the poem of the earth. This is the answer given by the rain to the poet. So you can see this, the voice of the rain is in a dialogue form between the poet and the rainfall. And he is celebrating the song of the rain. The poet, children, he has very beautifully brought forth the importance of rain, how important is the rain of earth, and he has personified rain here. The rain itself is explaining to the reader about its origin, at how it was born, what work it do and other details. So in a very beautiful manner, children, how the rain is telling that it is also like the human being, it is also born from the ocean, and it also like a child it grows into adult, then it again the age increase and finally it dies. So the rain also tells that like it also like a child, children, it grows in the form of a vapor, it becomes a child. Okay, the rain, it becomes a child, it behaves like a child, it becomes like a child, and then finally, children, that child, it grows. Okay, that rain also grows into a cloud, it goes into a cloud, it is grown up now, and finally it returns back to the place of its birth. Okay, the parched place is wet by the rainfall, where the rain is needed it goes there, like the parched earth, it beautifies the earth. And what work it do? It, children, it give water to the plant, earth and the people. It beautify the earth, it falls down, children, when where the earth is parched means it is dried, children, it makes the ground wet. And children, the rain has, the poet has personified rain. The rain itself is explaining to the reader about its origin, work and other detail. Okay, so I will be explaining you now, children, that the how the rain origin, what it is telling to the poem, what communication is there between the poet and the rain. Okay, the poem presents the cyclic movement of the rain. Cyclic movement, how it is born, where does it go, and children, what it do when it goes up. Okay, so there is a movement in the rain. There is a cyclic movement of the rainfall. Is very beautiful described by the poet. So let's read. So children, in the very beginning of the poem, there are two voices are there. One is of the poet and the other is of the rain. The poem, The Voice of the Rain, presents a dialogue between the poet and the rain itself. In this poem, the poet asks rain who she is, and the poet gets an answer as the rain herself gives her introduction. Here the two voices in the poem are those of rain and the poet. So these are in the poet's voice, and who art thou, and I to the soft falling shower. In the voice of the rain, and I am the poem of the word, said the voice of the rain. So what is in the poet voice in the first stanza? Who art you? And I said I to the soft falling shower. So children, it is drizzling. What is the meaning of drizzling? A very soft shower of rainfall is there, and the poet is asking the rain that why it is falling in a very peaceful manner, why it is falling. Okay. And the why it is falling. No. And before that, the poet asks the earth when there is a drizzling that who are you? He is asking who are you, and he is asking this to the soft falling shower of the rain. Now children, the voice of the rain replied to him, and I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. And what does children? He never even dreamed that the rain for the voice he will heard of the rain. He heard that the rain is telling him that it is the poem of the earth. He is surprised by this answer because he never thought in a dream that rain will be replying to him. So once again I repeat this line. The poet asks the soft falling shower of the rain who she is, and he is fascinated by the showers which are falling very lightly, producing a soft music. Strangely, the rain herself answered the question posed to her. The poet himself feels really surprised to get an answer and translate it into his own language. Hence, the poet wants to say that it may surprise the reader to know that the rain herself answered the question posed to her. So children, I think first two lines is easy. It is showering, it is drizzling, and the poet is putting the question to the rainfall that who she is, and the rain simply answered that she is the poem of the earth. Now, so children, and who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower, which is strange to tell, gave me an answer, as here translated, I am the poem of the earth and the voice of the rain. Now stanza 2. Eternal I rise impalpable out of the land and the bottomless seas. Now children, rain is telling that she is eternal. It is eternal. Eternal means which is not, we cannot touch it, we can feel it. Okay, so it is telling to the poet that rain is eternal, okay, and it cannot be touched, you can only feel it. It rises from the land of the bottomless seas to go upwards toward the sky. And now children, the rain is telling further, the rain is telling that how she was born. So she is telling she was born in the bottomless sea. The vapors, the water in the form of a vapor rises. It goes towards the cloud. It is in the cloud, and due to the heat, the clouds, children, it rains on the earth. The shower starts and falls on the earth. So the rain is telling, eternal I rise, that nobody can touch me, okay, nobody can touch me, and I rise from the land and the bottomless sea to go upwards towards the sky. So I rise from the land and the bottomless sea to go upwards towards the sky. There the vapor take the form of water droplets of different size, and when the vapor reaches there, the water take the form of water droplets of different size, and it changes from, but it is yet the same, the rain. Okay, so the changes takes place, but then it is again, it is only, it comes in the form of a rain. Now further it says, I descend to lave the droughts at me's dust layer of the globe. Then the rain falls on the parched earth. So when it takes the form of a water droplet, it falls on the parched earth. Parched means dried earth. It washes the layer of dust. It quenches the thirst of the earth. The rain further explained that without it there would be no plant or trees, as the seed will remain hidden without germinating and growing into plants. So children, it wets the root, and the seed which are hidden inside the earth, it rises, okay, it takes the form of the plant. That means children, rain is responsible to give the life to the plant. It is due to the rain, the seed germinate, the parched earth is wet, it quenches the thirst of the earth. So due to this, rain is, children, it is the work of the rainfall here on the earth. So first it told that, first children, the answer what it gave to the poem, that she is the poem of the earth, and then she told that how she is originated, how it is born. Now children, the rain is telling that what a work she is doing on earth, what is the work has been done by the rain on the earth. Okay, and as the seed will remain hidden without germinating and growing into plant. Now further children, the rain say, and the rain says that it is born from the earth and give life to it because it helps the unborn seed to grow into plant. That it is born from the earth, it is born from the earth, and after being born from the earth, it is the one who gives life to the seed. The rain washes away all the dust particles and hence it purifies the air. The whole surrounding look beautiful after it rains. The last two lines are not the rain words, they are a general comment by the poet, and hence they are in brackets. The poet says that the rain issues from its origin, earth, and the completing its work goes back to its origin, where somebody noticed it or not. Okay, so children, this is about the main thing, which is what is the work, what is the origin of the earth. Okay. Then children, it takes about the rain also tell about the parallel between the earth and the rain and the music. Okay, it tells that the rain and the music is indicated by the words soft falling and song issuing from its birthplace. The rain and musical notes fall softly on the earth and ears respectively. The rain emerges from earth and the song from the notes emerges from the heart of the poem of the singer. The poet has quite poetically brought out the similarity between the two by calling the rain the poem of the earth. Then children, the rain also describe its cyclic movement, as I told you. Okay, and the last two lines of the poem add to the beauty and meaning of the poem. Here the poet expressed the feeling about the music of the rain, that it is like a song, the way its showers are falling lightly, producing a soft music. The rain is the song of the earth. It rises upward from earth and after completing her operation comes back to the earth with love, without caring whether someone hears or notices it or not. Children, then so many opposite things are in the poet, like land and bottomless sea, day and night, wrecked and unwrecked. So this I will be telling you while explaining the poem. Okay, then children, so many figure of speech is there, personification, paradox, hyperbole, so many figure of speech are there, and that again will be explained to you. Now the central idea of the poem is that the voice of the rain is a conversation between the poet and the rain itself. In this poem, the rain is being personified and it describes about itself. The first falling shower of the rain were also producing the pattering sound, which was like music to the poet's ear. The poet is fascinated by it and asks the rain who she is. The rain quite strangely starts answering the question posed to her. The poet is surprised to get an answer from the rain. The rain explained to the poet that she is the poem of the earth. Without her, the earth would remain lifeless. The earth would remain quenched. The earth will lose all its beauty if there was no rain. Hence it gives back life to its own origin by falling back on the earth, whether cared or uncared. Okay. Now there is a hidden message also here. Okay, the three essential, as we all know, the three essential for survival are water, food and air. The most important element of weather is water. We get water in different forms of participation, but rain is the most beneficial of all type of participation. Rain help in harvesting our crops that give us food to eat. Without rain, no crops would grow and we would perish from the face of the earth. Also, falling showers remove the dust in air, make out air clean, because we need clean air to breathe. Rainwater plays a key role in creating the climate of certain area. Its presence in the atmosphere provides replenishments of the moistures in cloud system. Rainwater, most well known and most important effect is providing us with water to drink. Without rainwater continued replenishment of the water table, fresh water would become scarce, less than it already is. So children, now we will be doing the explanation of the poem. Okay, so let's start. So once again children, I tell you that in the poet asks the soft falling shower, who are you? Okay, to which the shower replies, or the drizzling of the rain replied, that she is the poem of the earth. It is a strange thing for the rain to reply to the poet. The rain told the poet that she cannot be touched as she rises in the form of vapor in the sky from the land and the bottomless sea. It's changed its shape and yet it remains the same. The vapor changes into clouds due to condensation. It falls back on the surface of the earth to provide water to the drought-prone areas and to beautify and purify the earth. It provides life to the seed inside the earth and helps them grow. The rain doesn't care if anyone bothers about her deeds or not. She completes her work and comes back home. The poet also compares the rain with a song, as they both share a common journey. The song originates from the heart of the singer, and which travels across to fulfill the aims and comes back with due love for the singer. Now children, I am going to translate the poem, and before that I have to write some of the important word meaning. So eternal is never ending. Who art you? That means who are you? Okay. Then children, impalpable means which cannot be described. Impalpable, which cannot be described. Okay. So children, in the above line, the poet asks a soft falling shower. Once again, I am repeating. Okay, who are you? To which the rain replied in a strange and in a very nice, straightforward manner. The rain said it was a poem of the earth, and it rose continuously from the land and bottomless ocean in the form of vapor. Of what heaven winds vaguely form, altogether changed and yet the same, I descend to love the droughts, atomies, dust layer of the globe, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. Okay, so here children, certain word meaning which I am going to tell you in this paragraph is that now I am going to write the meaning of the second stanza. Okay, so children, in the second paragraph stanza, some word meaning are there like whence, where, vaguely, not clearly, descend, to come down, atomies, small particles, latent, hidden, or buried. So children, these are some of the stanza from the second word stanzas. Word meanings are there like I have written. Upward to heaven, whence vaguely formed. Now children, the vapor are going towards the heaven, to the upward direction. Whence means where, it is not clearly formed, altogether changed and yet the same. I descend to lave the drought. I descend, I come down to lave the drought, to wash. Lave means to wash or to become or to give bath to the droughts. Atoms are the small particles, dust layer of the globe. Globe is earth, and all that in them without me were seeds only, latent, unborn. Latent is hidden. So the rain tells a poem that it rises upwards towards the sky in the form of vapor, where it changes its form. That means contains into water droplet. And it also says that although its form gets changed, it still remains the same. The rain comes down to wash the drought and provide water. It also washes away the dust and small particles from the earth's surface, and the seeds inside the earth grow into a plant because of the water provided. Children, because of the water provided by the rain, it gives life to the seed. When the rainfall is there, it gives life to the seed. Okay, and you can see that the seeds, they do have a life. Afterward they sprout, they grow up. Now the third stanza, and forever by day and night I give back life to my own origin, and makes pure and beautify it. For song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment wandering, wrecked or unwrecked, duly with love return. Okay, so first of all, children, few word meaning like wrecked or unwrecked. It means whether cared for or not cared for. Wrecked or unwrecked means whether cared for or not cared for. It doesn't affect the rain nor the poet if someone listened to the rain or not. The rain says that by day and night it provides life, care, enrichment and water to the place from where it is originated. The rain keeps enhancing the beauty and purify of the earth by preparing a life cycle for itself again. And children, the rain is compared like a song that it originates from its birthplace, just like the heart of the singer. The song originates from the heart of the singer and travel to fulfill the earth's need and wonder. It finally comes back to the place from where it is originated. When it is ruined or not, it returns to the original position with a lot of love to its birthplace. Okay, so children, you can see it has been compared to the song also. Now children, in this poem we are having a lot of poetic devices. Okay, so let me describe you. In the first place, we are having personification. The rain here is acting as a living being. Okay, it's an inanimate object, but it is acting as if it is a living being. So here rain is being personified. The poet used a non-living thing as a living thing in the poet. Like, I am the poem of the word and the voice of the rain. So rain is shown that it is speaking to someone. Metaphor, an indirect comparison between the qualities of different things. So children, what is metaphor? First of all, try to understand metaphor, children, when two things are compared and one thing is common. But when two things are compared and one thing is common, that is simply also. But in simply we use as or like he is as brave as a lion. So two things are compared, he and lion, and the common thing is brave. But it is simply because here the word as is there. But if we will say he fights like lion, so here again also the two things are compared. But here children, the common word is not here, as is not coming. So this is not a simile. So metaphor is an comparison between two objects, an indirect comparison between the qualities of different things. Okay, so here you can say I am the poem of the earth. So rain is being compared to a poem. I am poem of the earth. Okay. Hyperbole. Hyperbole means to tell something in a very exaggerated form. Okay. Now I would like to tell something about children figure of speech imagery. So here children, hyperbole is also used. That means to say something in a very exaggerated statements like bottomless sea. Okay, and then children, lot of imagination is there. Visual description of something like soft falling shower, and children, when the rain is rising in the vapor form. Okay, and the voice of the rain. So many imagination we are having here. Okay, so Now children, some of the pattern you will be notice. And who art thou, said I to the soft falling shower. So here I asked the soft falling shower about its identity. It means that I asked the soft falling shower about its identity. Okay. So children, you can see some of the sentences are here and how it has supposed to be framed, like I am the poem of the earth, said the voice of the rain. So the voice of the rain presents herself as the poem of the earth. Then eternal I rise. The rain told the poet that she rises upward in a never ending process. Okay. Then for song, duly with love returns. So the poet says the rain and music are similar to the song, originate from the heart of the singer. It travels across and fulfill its purpose. It's come back with all the love for the singer. So children, this is supposed to be in the form of a rainfall. All right. So now then children, what does the phrase strange to tell mean? The phrase strange to tell means that it was strange for the soft falling rain to reply to the poet's question. When the poet asked the rain, who art thou? The rain replied, I am the poem of the earth. So it is very, the phrase strange to tell mean that it was strange for the soft falling rain to reply to the poet question. Okay. Now there's parallel is drawn between rain and the music. Which word indicate this? So the lines for the song issuing from its birthplace after fulfillment, wandering, rocked or unrocked, duly with love returns, draw the parallel between these two lines. Okay, here the poet compares the life cycle of the rain and the song. So these two lines are being compared here. Okay, these two lines are being compared here.